Hi, I'm Dr. Megan, Director of Research for the Institute for Ridiculous Science. This special episode is for the Puppets and Stuff Forum, How to Sew Stretchy Things on a Standard Sewing Machine. A serger is a sewing machine that trims and overcasts as it sews, using 3, 4, or 5 threads to get a stretchy, even seam. They're pretty cool, but they can be expensive, and not everybody needs one. You can get good results on a regular home sewing machine with a few simple tools. First, you'll need a set of Jersey ballpoint needles. These special needles have a rounded tip to guide the needle and thread between the fibers of the fabric instead of piercing through them. These are available in sewing stores everywhere for about $4 or $5 US. You'll also need some woolly nylon. This special stretchy thread is generally used for sewing bathing suits and activewear. It's available in many colors in both sewing stores and online, and is about $6 or $7 for 1,000 yards. Trust me, it'll last you a long time. Once you have your Jersey ballpoint needles and your woolly nylon thread, you're ready to start hand winding the bobbin. It's important to hand wind so that way the thread isn't too tight or too loose on the bobbin as you sew. Another important thing to note is that you never want to use woolly nylon in the top thread of your sewing machine. Because of the way the woolly nylon is manufactured, it can get caught in the mechanics and really mess up your machine. Next, you'll load the bobbin. Some sewing machines, like mine, have a bobbin tension bypass designed for yarn and heavy threads. Check your owner's manual and load the machine according to those directions. If your machine doesn't have a bobbin tension bypass, that's okay, it'll still work fine. Second, make sure you load your Jersey needle. Next, set your sewing machine to a medium length, medium width zigzag stitch. Don't forget to loosen the tension on the top thread a little. Now that you have your machine set up, it's time to sew a test piece. A lot of people forget this step and then end up ruining the fabric that they were going to be using for their project. If you sew your test piece and you're unhappy with the way the seam looks, adjust the tension and the machine stitch length until you're happy with the results. Once you're happy with it, it's time to start sewing. As you're sewing, keep a little tension on the fabric. This will create ease once the seam is finished. Use a sharp scissors and trim the seam allowance to within 1/8 of an inch of the stitching. Once your fabric's turned inside out, it's ready for a little science. I'm Dr. Megan, and this has been How to Sew Stretchy Things on a Standard Home Sewing Machine.
I wish you didn't know how to do these things. Want to go ride bikes?
You don't have legs.
Oh. I could ride a unicycle.
No.